Do you think New England is in the market for a first-round quarterback, which, as you know, is not the MO of Bill Belichick? One would think maybe it's because Tom Brady was sitting there for all those years, but do you think that could be actually the new MO for New England going into this draft, and if so, who? Bucky.
I think it very much could be in play. I think, obviously, it's about value, and if they feel like they can get in striking distance to get one of the big four quarterbacks, I think they absolutely would make that move. And when I mean the big four, it's the usual suspects and whatever, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, and Trey Lance. I think if they can get in range to get one of those guys, I think they will do it. I know there'd be some discussion about Mac Jones. I just don't know in terms of how New England, when they made the decision to run it back with Cam Newton, I wonder if they're shifting their offensive philosophy and maybe they find a young quarterback who has similar skills so they can build a new and improved offensive approach that allows them to play the way that they want to play, which is take care of the ball, run it, play great defense, and find a way to win games by not beating themselves.
Interesting. So the whole, chatter, and we all know what chatter's worth in our business, certainly around this time of year, Bucky Brooks, but the chatter of, New England, Bill Belichick is tight with Nick Saban, so he'll be as plugged in on Mac Jones as he could possibly be, and that might be certainly sitting there at 15, a rare spot for New England to be sitting in the first round. That might be a good spot for him there. But you're thinking maybe the Cam Newton signing will give you an indication as to who New England would be looking at in the draft?
Well, I think that's how they want to play. If you go back and look, remember, they played a certain style for 20 years with Tom Brady. And because of that, we were accustomed to seeing them have maybe a statuesque pocket passer. That's how Josh McDaniels and those guys want to play. But if you go back and you really look at New England and you look at the quarterbacks that have given them problems over the years, Cam Newton, Deshaun Watson, mobile playmakers, because mobile playmakers allow you to be imperfect with your personnel. You don't have to have the best offensive line. You may not need to have A-level receivers because the quarterback can make it right with his athleticism. We have seen the league shift towards a more athletic player at that position. I believe from a defensive standpoint, Belichick understands the challenge of that. Maybe he wants to get into that lane because he knows what it causes, the headaches that it causes for defensive play callers around the league when you have a player that can do those things from the pocket.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.